What's up, fucking feelings? How's it going? Hello, Claudette. Hello, Central. Figured I'd go live this time. I'm also static recording. Hello, Kingpin. Hello, Gary. There's their police department right over there. What's up, Bill O'Reilly? How's it going? Your glasses? What's up? White folks, Steve, what the heck's that mean? There's one of the local fake news guys right there. It's supposed to start at 5:30, but obviously they're running late as usual. They are not punctual. Here's all the piggies. All the tyrant cops allowing themselves to be weaponized against the public. What's up, Wolverine?
The time is now 5:36, and I hereby call this special city council meeting to order. Mr. O'Connell?
Present.
Oh, you're fine.
Priestley, present.
Oh, Pam Pam. What's up, Pam? You're fine. You don't have to duck. Hello, Tulip City. Hello, Road Plow.
We have 3 members present.
What's up, Ringo? DCWT, how's it going? Nobody, what's up? Jerry Bear, how's it going? I think I said Hulk, didn't I? Wolverine? Losing my mind, I swear. The shit show has come to order. What's up, RH? Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Got 41 of you in here and only 16 thumbs up. I don't know why she bothered to call the meeting to order when, oh, there's Lion Lydell. They still don't have quorum. It's only 4 of an 8 member panel. They need at least 5 members to have quorum. This might be boring. Who knows? It might get live in here, but oh, more comments. Okay. Why is it not showing me these? Hello, Joey. Joe Chim, what's up? From Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Nice. Well, Lewis World Media, what up, though? I don't know. Everybody put the number in the chat of how many people you think are going to be arrested tonight. Yeah, you never know, nobody. He could be. What's up, Chair Bear? Linda Eldridge. Charlie, how's it going? Yes, we do, Joey. Dang, fuck your feelings. You really think it's gonna pop off tonight, eh? Saying 5 people are gonna get arrested. And okay, we'll see. I'm thinking at least 1, but you never know. What's up, AKA Ray? How's it going? Talo Talo, how you doing? Out in San Diego. What's the temperature out there, brother? Yeah, see, the antics of this city council has got citizens afraid to show up. I mean, the day I got arrested, there were 3 times as many citizens here.
They get upset out to
Well, thank you, Wolverine. That's right. Happy fuck the Flint Police Day.
Madam Clerk.
Groundhopper Hoppy, what's up? Well, it's absolutely their goal. They want control. And they're going to arrest citizens left and right until they get the control. They want fear compliance. Dirty fuckers. Well, here comes Countess. There she is, the loudest mouth in the room. All right, now they have quorum. They got 5. Nasty ass bitches.
The time is now 5:44, and this special city council meeting is now being brought to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk. Pardon is being called back to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Allen. Dr. Lewis.
Present.
Ms. Priestley, present.
Murphy Carter is not in. Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Michelle. Present. Piper is not in. Mr. Jarrett.
Present.
We have 5 members present.
We have 5 members present. So now it's time for the pledge of allegiance. Mr. Jerry, would you please lead us in the pledge of allegiance? Now it's time for the prayer of blessing, but before we proceed, is there anyone that would like to acknowledge someone that have transitioned? Go ahead, Mr. Garrett.
I would like to acknowledge the Johnson family, Curtis Johnson, the Marquis family.
So, Jack.
Hello,
Hello, Brandon.
Marquis. And that's all, thank you.
All right, anyone
No
else?
water on it.
Go ahead, Mr. Moore.
I would like to acknowledge the Coleman family and the passing of Ms. Bernita Coleman, the second floor resident. Jan Reeves' family, Ms. Esther Ross's family, Ms. Mary Keys' family.
No.
Yes, anyone else? All right, seeing no one else, thank you so much, Councilman, for acknowledging Ms. Coleman, a valued resident of the Second Ward. And also, I would like us to remember Ms. Lucinda Marzette. She was a graduate of Flint Northern, class of 1997. So we would definitely like to remember her name as well. So we will have a moment of silence starting now. All right. So now we're on to the prayer of the blessing. Councilwoman Michelle, would you please lead us in the prayer of blessing?
All minds are clear. Heavenly Father God, we come to you first and foremost. In Jesus' name, thank you for this day and time. Thank you for your grace, your mercy, your love, and your favor for allowing each and every last one of us to live to see another day. We thank you that you keep us safe in our travels to our respective places. As we leave this council meeting, we ask now that the business that of the city would be handled, that it would uplift and edify on your name and the residents of the city.
Little sense.
Is in Jesus' name we pray, amen.
All right, now time for the reading of the disorderly person city code subsection, and it goes as follows. Any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of the Flint City Code section 3110, disorderly conduct, assault, battery, as a disorderly person, and will be subject to arrest for a misdemeanor. Any person who prevents the peaceful and orderly conduct of any meeting will be given 1 warning. If they persist in disrupting the meeting, that individual will be subject to arrest. Violators will be removed from the meetings. So, we're moving on to the public comment. First public comment, Madam Clerk.
First speaker is R.L. Mitchell.
Hello, City Council, R.L. Mitchell. Last week,
Security.
the council was concerned about what come on one here. And I wanted the same thing, what come you one here? I was the first one here. You treated me like when I was a teenager, when I first moved on the south side, when I come downtown, all these big churches, they leave the door. And I went inside, and nobody in there but me, and them burning candles. I just figured, I sat there for a while, I figured I had to light a candle and walk out the door like everybody else. And now, like the other day, I was commander in chief, had a peace talk, and then one of them so-called geek lost his cool, talking about 3 days after, something 3 days, and when he said that, the commander in chief acted and nuked him real quick, and now he went back to Washington and turned Washington into NATO, and now he asking me what come on, I'm supposed to be in Washington right now. On the bus, they said, "Why come you didn't get on it?" You think that's Donald Trump place. My place is right here at City Hall to see what the budget gonna be. And getting up water money. Like we doctors don't know what we're doing. get put, sitting in my own house. I went back, they said, yeah, you better go home and get this, stay warm, Mr. Mitchell. Right? Nobody ain't mentioned it. Then when I went home, I went on my front porch, and somebody said, what are you after me? I was in my drawers, right on my front porch, I didn't know what that. I said, man, what the?
I agree, Steve.
Do that shit. And eat chicken bones and throw that, get up from them cats and hang around. Cat almost killed himself. And all that trying to get a bone out. Anyway, like I said, United States, the New York, stay tuned.
What's up, bro?
You see Alfred doing just like they did with Dr. Talking peace, talking, and all of a sudden, Dr. got his head rolled off. The same thing, you don't threaten the President of the United States. He ain't deal with that. October 7th, yet, when people in rooms in Washington, D.C., think y'all is. Tell the truth. And the president sitting up there in that green, whatever together on. They look pretty good, though. Look, for me, look. The big goose looks, I mean, all right, see what they just do to that? I told y'all, don't be pushing that guy. Look back, 20 of them, they can see what it is. America, stay tuned, but we don't get our money for help.
Next speaker.
The next speaker is Stanley Wood.
How you doing? My name is Stanley Wood. I've been going over the charter and
What's up,
stuff.
Steve?
One thing I want to say is, last Monday, I didn't have the opportunity to talk at special affairs because the box was removed right at 4:30, not when the meeting started. And I want to play this for you, so I'm not paraphrasing what anybody said.
City Council or its committees must register before the meeting begins. A box was placed at the entrance to the council chambers for collection of registrations. No additional speakers or slips were accepted after the meeting began.
So it says after the meeting begins, it doesn't say 4:30. So I just want to make that clear. I'm not sure why, maybe you can explain to me, but 250-188T, the approval is $25,000 for Tennessee Job Corps. I thought it failed in special affairs, but maybe we can still bring it in. Councilwoman Lewis, I have to admit, I think you were wrong. We can chastise the sheriff for his no vote. According to section 3, 204 voting, line B is either an A or a no. Or you can abstain from that, which goes down to D, which is abstaining. The councilperson must give a reason for abstaining. The other thing I noticed, I went on the City of Flint's website today to find the code 31-10, and through the City of Flint's website, through the link, 31-10 is not disorderly conduct or disorderly person. This is a call person 17 and over providing or abetting violation. Now, 31-12 definitely is disorderly conduct and disorderly person. So either I'm wrong or the website's wrong, one of the two. I don't know which one. And if I'm wrong, I stand corrected. Councilwoman Lewis, thank you for sending me the safety plan. After going over it, the last paragraph really bothers me. It pretty much gives the police the authority to do anything they want at the end. So, and I guess that's it. I mean, I'm sure you guys know that Shalita's in the hospital from when she was arrested the other day. She is paralyzed on the right leg and partial paralyzation on the left leg. She has a broken wrist on one hand, and then she has tendon damage on the other. But I think you guys will realize that because it's a money for lawsuit. That's all I can say.
All right, thank you.
You saw her roll her eyes when you said that, right?
The next speaker is Michelle Y.
Hello, I think you were I say the same
Hello,
thing.
Mike.
I just want to say some housekeeping things again. For our council people, can you please speak in the mic clearly when you are voting or you have comments? Also, I'm asking that you will engage with the audience. People have taken their time out to come here. Each one of you should have something that you can speak to them about instead of just speaking about the games and cleaning yards. Speak to something that the residents have came and took the time out to speak with you about. Also, I want to talk about the sign up to speak rules. When I read the rules, it says that you have to do it prior to the speaking time. It doesn't say prior to non-quorum, like today, for an example. And I would like, to the chair, through the attorney, I would like to know if this is legally compliant for them to grab the speaking sheets prior to quorum. I would like an official, documented that is the right thing to do for the citizens. The second thing, on Monday, Ms. Biggs came up and spoke, and after she spoke, it was stated that was the last speaker. So I would like to know from Davina, did she have another sign-up sheet that was not called out? And if so, that resulted in 2 arrests. Very hostile, very unfortunate, very hostile. What do we do as the community and citizens if you guys make a mistake and miss a person? What is our procedure? I would like the chair to explain, how do we let you know we were missed and we signed up? So I want to know from Davina, did she have a slip from that young lady, and if it was missed? And if it was, what are we going to do to rectify the situation with the 2 people that were arrested?
Piggy right there.
Candace, in your professional opinion, professionally speaking, with the water, working with the water lab, I would like to know if you think that all citizens here and throughout the city, can we drink from the water, tap water, without a filter? Or in this building, can the people that work here drink without using that filter water in the hallway? In your professional opinion, because I do think you've been working for multiple years with water tab. And can you give us an update of how many pipes have been replaced?
All right, thank you. Next speaker.
The next speaker is Eli Copeland.
I'm Keelan Copian. I am 12 years old. It's time to go over the rules. I've been reviewing with you again.
Listen to
Because
this
some of
young
you are not
lady.
grasping the concepts you should have mastered back in kindergarten. It's okay though. Repetition is vital in developing these skills. So we will keep going over them until you can demonstrate you comprehend these skills. I'm even going to give you some examples of what you have done to break these rules. 1, treat others the way you would like to be treated. Some of you have very mean and hateful attitude towards residents of this city and even towards your colleagues that sit up there with you, constantly bullying Councilman Jarrett and even being rude to Councilwoman Burns are just 2 examples. 2, when someone is speaking, listen to them and give them your full attention. That means you don't roll your eyes and look down at your phone when the community is up here voicing our concerns. It also means not whispering under the table and gossiping like children when you should have your full attention on those speaking. You want us to be quiet and pay attention when it's your turn to talk. Then you need to start leading by example and show us you are an amazing listener. 3, your tone is just as much as what you're trying to say. Liddell, you speak to others like you are a middle school bully. You don't come across as an elected leader, let alone the city council president.
Right there.
Candace, the condescending tone you use towards people when you are trying to remind us of the rules over and over again is why people respond to you the way they do. 4, don't tell lies. That means don't get on podcasts and on social media and tell half-truths in whole life. If you were Pinocchio, your nose would be halfway across the city by now. As elected leaders, I expect you to behave like a professional at all times when you're in these chambers. Hopefully you're getting vacation. Vacation time allows you to review these skills, and when we come back, you will be star students.
All right, next
Nice
speaker, Madam
burn.
Clerk.
The next speaker is Michaela
What's up,
Taylor.
handicap?
Hi, my name is Michaela Terry. I am 13 years old. I've been coming to council meetings since I was a baby. And I grew up and I matured more than any of y'all up there. I'm sorry. But I would like to see all of y'all mature up. And I love the way y'all talk about young people and their actions. I would love to see Liddell, Judy, and Candace grow up and mature. And thank y'all, I mean, from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all for being a great leader, leading us straight to hell.
Whoa.
All right, next up speaker.
Next speaker is Mari Coleman.
These young ladies are just burning them left and
Oh
right.
man, Liddell and Candace, not only did you not look up at my sister when she was talking, you both had the audacity to get on that YouTube podcast, which is monetized by the way, and claim you are victims of political violence, making it out like you are just two public servants who are working for the residents, and people are out here attacking you and making money
Neither
and
one
go
of them
viral. Let's be real, the only ones sabotaging these meetings and causing chaos are you.
That's right.
You purposely trigger residents and then run onto social media and play victim when we respond. You made a perfect example of this behavior Monday while residents were being arrested for pointing out that they were skipped during public comment. Y'all sat up there laughing and carrying on like middle school mean girls. And Liddell, you really recorded that video to post on social media to make it out like the council people that walked out just decided to leave for no reason. But you forgot to mention that Councilwoman Burns was kicked out. You forgot to mention that they were standing in solidarity with the residents that were removed. You thought you could control that narrative, but you didn't realize that we caught you on video laughing at those being arrested and taunted, the same council people that left. Let's talk about the real victims of political violence in the city, the residents that come to the council with opposing voices. There is no reason to keep half a dozen officers in here during council meetings. It is a waste of time and resources. And as they have proven, some of them are not trained in de-escalation. In fact, it seems they are being told to be more aggressive to the residents that don't get along with the mayor. Police chief and council people, Liddell, Leon, Candace, and you. Last Wednesday, 2 residents were removed from council when immediately arrested. One ended up with a broken wrist. But Ms. Savage encountered a level of brutality that was both excessive and unwanted. Her injuries included a fractured wrist, a torn ligament in her other wrist, a head injury, and a nerve damage in full, whatever that says, in her right leg, and partial whatever on her
Paralysis.
She is still in the hospital, and doctors are saying she's looking at between 6 to 18 months before she'll be able to walk again. Is this what you wanted, Liddell? Is this what you wanted, Candace? Is this what you wanted, Leon? Is this what you wanted, Judy, to see the residents you hate to be brutalized by the police? This trend that we are seeing with weaponizing police against residents that don't agree with you is alarming, and people are terrified to set foot into these meetings. Mayor Neely, you said you want to encourage residents to make their voice heard and advocate for policies benefiting them. Well, let's start with the immediate suspension of this policy where you are arrested non-violent people that speak up in these chambers. Let's remove the excessive amount of police and let them get back to work handling the actual criminals that are terrorizing our communities. And while we're at it, I encourage you to come to the next council meeting. And yes, I am posting this on social media for my 300,000 followers, not for clout, clicks, and views, but because the world deserves to see how the fuck y'all treat us and get your shit together and do your fucking job.
You go, girl.
All right, just a time reminder. No vulgar language.
Cohen versus California.
Next speaker, Madam Clerk.
Next speaker is Michael Randy.
Yeah,
guys, my name is Michael Randick. I'm the president of the GLS Building Trades. I appreciate you guys calling this special meeting to order. You guys got a lot of stuff going on, and we'd like to just thank you for taking your time to do that. I'm here in support of the prevailing wage that will have in front of you to vote on. In the Prevailing Wage Act, we already have it in the state of Michigan. We have it in Genesee County. We have it through the federal government. It's called Davis-Bacon. And that wage ensures that the worker is getting the money and that the contractor is not robbing the owner and lining his pocket. It adds no cost to the construction. You actually get a better product because you are hiring the qualified workforce. Because if you gotta pay the guy what he's worth, get good people, right? Everybody else, they don't like that prevailing wage because that's how the contractor steals the money and puts it in his pocket. He don't pay it to the guy out in the field. He likes to 1099, brings guys in from out of the country or out of the state, right? Makes him an independent contractor, and your work product reflects that. So, again, I want to thank you, and I appreciate anything you guys can do in support of the prevailing wage. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is LaShawn Johnson.
Good afternoon. My name is LaShawn Johnson. I am third ward write-in for third ward. We had a meeting today, a community conversational meeting today at the mini station on ML King.
Yeah, me too.
Where we had great speakers talk about youth programs and different jobs that they are providing for our youth. The meeting was wonderful. And we like to invite the next. We have another meeting in July on the 30th from 5:30 to 7:30. We would like to invite the third ward residents out to be able to hear some of the resources that we gather for them. Also, I got a call not too long before I got here about that there are trees on Marvin and Edwin. Our 4 trees failed and they're over the city parking lot. So, we will be making some calls. I don't know if you guys can help us get the trees up. They filled like 3 in one yard and 2 in another yard. Are we able to help assist us in getting these trees up and clear the sidewalks for the residents to be able to get through? And then we can provide safety for our residents in the third ward in the city of Flint. Again, let's keep Flint strong and let's stay positive. And let's think about peace. We need to be about peace. We need to encourage one another to talk about peace. We can't get up here. We don't want the adults to be bullied. As students and children, we shouldn't bully either. We shouldn't use profanity because my kids cannot use profanity and my youngest is 19. That is not an acceptable behavior because if you were in school, they would suspend you for using disrespect and cussing at the teachers. So we shouldn't be up here as being young people cussing at the panel, the council people up here. So the same respect that you're asking for, you should give the same in return. Because as when I talk to my students on my bus, my students want respect. But I'm gonna give them the same respect. I'm gonna give them that respect. I will not cuss at my students, nor can my students cuss at me. Thank you, and let's keep Flint strong.
Thank you. Thank you. And next speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is Arthur Woodson.
Comments of the kids, man. It's extremely sweet. I've seen parents of a lot of kids cussing dinner table. Just because you don't do it doesn't mean someone else can't do it either. That peace stuff, everybody should get along. And stick gonna get along. We're gonna have differences. That's the thing here. And everybody talking about unity. I will not unite with those four on that side. Jonathan, I trust your opinion, it's your decision, you're your own person. Me, myself, I wouldn't even been here. Because of the simple fact, the police, the clerk, and the attorney is working with those four. And until they do right by the people who comes in here to support your four, I would stand here and sit here and watch them arrest people every meeting. I want to understand why at the regular meetings, the organization isn't the first thing. Y'all supposed to be voting for the president and the vice president first, before every regular meeting. Why isn't that done? Y'all haven't voted for a president yet. Y'all still supposed to be voting for a president at a regular meeting. When the 5 votes get here in August, Dumas or Ms. Beverly Biggs, the first thing y'all should vote on is garnishing the mayor's pay. He is vigorously appealing cases, court cases, so that he does not have to lie at that position because he can't help but lie. As soon as he sit down, he's going to lie. Liddell, you probably would have heard Ray Barton if he would have got up and walked out on the family of Lamar and Zion Mitchell, the 2 little boys that burned in fire on Pulaski Street, where Mayor Milley tried to make Barton lie. If you would have got up and walked out, you would have heard that. $225,000 he has to pay because he fired Chief Barton. Milley is a liar, and not to pass anything on here for Milley. It's upsetting because he politics with public money. Everybody, not everybody works in his office, but the majority of people that works down here are campaign people for it. He paid through public dollars.
And thank you, Madam Clerk. Next speaker.
The final speaker for this meeting is Beverly Biggs.
My name is Beverly Biggs. I am running for the 3rd Ward City Council seat. My thing is, what are we gonna do about the corruption that's going on? There's a lot of corruption, a lot at the city council. This is where they pulled my husband out of his vehicle. They didn't care about what was going on. They just pulled him out. You talking about cutting grass? I'm talking about corruption. Corruption in the city. The police brutality. The mayor saying that if we had a protest, it would be peaceful. That's corruption. What about the roofs that people need on their house? What about windows and doors? That's what I'm looking for.
Sure do.
Cutting grass is good, but what about the corruption? There's a lot that's going on. You know, transparent today, trust tomorrow. We need help in this city of taking care of our people. Our people is lacking, and they come up here to speak to you guys, and like they say, you never paid anything, you never respond back. It's time to respond back on what we need to do. $94 million came to the city of Flint, and we ain't at no stage. So, the same thing came to Saginaw, they had stayed before. there is a lot of things that's going on in the city, and those that's taking the money, you can't even hold your head up, because you're crooks. Let's talk about the crookedness in this city. It's a lot going on. Starting from the mayor and going on down. And you four, don't think that you're not in it. You're in it real bad. It's sad. We need our people to get up, to stand up for all this corruption. Neely need to step down. Chief Green need to step down. You guys really need to step down. But you'll stay here to the bitter end. I am running for the 3rd Ward City Council seat, August the 5th. And God, what God has for me, guess what? It's for me. You guys have a blessed day.
All right, Madam Clerk, did I hear that was the last?
That's correct.
All right, thank you. So now, public comment is now closed, and now we are opening the floor for council comment. Does any colleague have anything to say?
Madam Chair,
All right, go ahead, Mr. Jerry.
thank you. Want to thank all that are in attendance that decided to come out tonight to see about the business of the city of Flint. Excuse me. This otherwise would be respite for the council. But we are where we are. I am here tonight because there are some resolutions that are on the agenda that I believe should be passed before the end of the month for the benefit of the residents and the city of Flint. So I'm here to get that work done. There are resolutions too that are on the agenda that I don't believe, well, I am not in a position tonight to vote yes on. Those resolutions I will separate from the consent agenda. And
Good man right
I guess we otherwise might go from there.
Good man right there.
But again, I'm here to do what I believe is the right thing for me, sitting in the seat, representing the residents of the 9th Ward. For me, it's not about what otherwise gets looked at as 4-4, what have you. I'm here for my 9th Ward residents and those beyond the 9th Ward.
Madam Chair,
Go ahead, Ms. Priestley.
I would appreciate the fact that you're studying the charter. We've all gone through it, and our city attorney does work with all sides. They just have to reach out. Also, if there is a mistake in the disorderly person's code number, that's probably been copied and pasted for years and not verified. I also want to address our youth, that we are the adults and you are the children, and we are to respect. My name is Councilwoman Priestley, or Ms. Priestley, not Judy Cheer.
Yep, we have 2 mornings in the front row. Okay. Proceed, Ms. Priestley.
So I appreciate the residents coming in and sharing their concerns. And also, if there is corruption, I have yet to hear where there is corruption or where there's proof where there is corruption.
You're a part of it, Judy.
They like to throw the word around, but can't pinpoint a single issue that is true of that. So I would like that information. And I would hope that the residents of the 3rd Ward understand that you must have truth to back up what you say. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else?
Madam Chair,
Go ahead, Ms. Owen.
I'd just like to say thank you for continuing for sharing your concerns on the thoughts. Really appreciate it. Definitely do hear you. And I do want to follow up folks when you have concerns. If you have concerns, that's addressing any issue with the first ward. And if it's not in the first ward, I take all the council residents to assist. Sometimes in AKA through the council people as well. But I'm also here to help in any kind of way that I can. It's just all about engagement.
What's up, indoctrination?
As we said earlier, we know we all human beings, we all have
That's funny.
What's
up, 976?
Officers, you may meet by the elevators.
Right behind you. I'm sorry about that. All right.
Thank you, sorry about that. Is that your time to go? Oh, all right, great. Anyone else?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Ms. Chuck.
All right, so I do want to do a couple of things. I want to thank the blight team. I also want to thank,
Kunta is
traffic
talking.
entries, everybody who deals with those areas in the city. Over in the 7th Ward, there was a hotel, we haven't talked about it much, but, the old, I think it was old Howard Johnson, and it had been a problem for years. Fires, all kind of, it just has been a hazard in a
Yes,
neighborhood.
Jonathan
It's very
wants to
close
make a
the neighborhood,
difference
and
for
so,
sure.
That has been taken care of, that hotel is no longer standing. I want to thank the blight team especially though, because on Tebow and Lippincott, I've been talking about it, for a whole year. There was a sidewalk that was there my entire life growing up, and for whatever the reason, over a decade now, there had not been a sidewalk going across Lippincott and then on one side of Tebow. But now if you drive over there, you will see that there is now a sidewalk. Residents have not had a sidewalk in over a decade, so they do now have a sidewalk over on Tebow and Lippincott. There's just a few more maintenance things that have to be done to that sidewalk, but it is something that can be used, so you do not have to walk close to the street any longer. There's also a box there that we're going to get consumers to work on to make sure that they cover and close that box over. I do want to address I believe there was a resident, and I hope it wasn't because you were trying to have a gotcha moment. I hope you were being sincere and genuine. No, do not drink this water without a filter. Even when the EPA did the all clear, I went saw the meeting, but I commented then that you need to still have a filter. I know a lot of people are still going to buy bottled water. I am going to still buy bottled water. And so I'm not going to tell you to do something that I would not do. Now, I understand, because I've explained several times, that this is heavily tested water. So while the water that comes into your home may be fine, that the plumbing and the fixtures are damaged, which, by the way, visit the front desk at City Hall, figure out how we can maybe help you get that replaced. But because of those things, use a filter. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And so, since I'm the last one, I will take my time. I want to give a special thank you to every single colleague that came out today to do the work. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you for doing the job that we signed up to do. Thank you for taking care of the residents. Although we have outside people that are not in these seats encouraging others not to come to work, some may listen, but thank you for you all that decided to show up to do, not the mayor's business, but this is the people's business. And when I say the people's business, I'm referring to, we're talking about giving a fair wage for employees here. Thank you all, gentlemen, so much for coming. We hear you, we support you, because that's what it's all about, fair wages. This is the work of the people, definitely not of the mayor. Passing money for job corps, that is the work of the people, of our residents, not the mayor. And also the majority of the things, I'll say everything in here, this is for the people, not the mayor. It is not for the mayor to act, it's for us to act. If the mayor won't act, why have a council? We can stay home. So we will continue to show up and do the work of the people. Furthermore, I hear our wants to keep talking about I walk out. We want to make it clear for the record for the 55th time. That night that we were here to midnight, I had a parent meeting to attend that morning. And so as parent of the year, I had to be at my son's school early in the morning. And so it's unfortunate that we had colleagues prolonging the meeting when we could have got to them earlier that night, like around 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
But we had colleagues thinking that it was fun to stay here like this is the nightclub. Not so. So I will not forsake my parental responsibilities for my children to stay here for political theater. I'm not doing it. But also, too, I also want to comment on Ms. Biggs Levy. We definitely hear you and your complaints, but not one solution. We're here to talk about corruption with no receipt. We're here to talk about people's breasts, people's foreheads, people's parents, with no solution. I encourage you to get busy. Thank you. And so with that being said, we are, go ahead.
I would like to respond to some of the speakers, if you would allow me that courtesy.
I didn't hear that. Say again?
I would like to respond to some of the speakers, if you would allow me that courtesy.
Absolutely. Let's make sure that we hear you loud and clear, Ms. Donahue, so they can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I would like to first say that, these meetings are the meetings of the Flint City Council. I am not on this body. Oftentimes, people will come up and make comments directly to me. I do not respond because this is not the meeting for me to respond. I'm not on this body. If you ever have any question or inquiry, you can contact me directly in my office. Also, I want to point out that, as far as I'm concerned, and what I've always believed is that the clerk is independent of the mayor, the council. I believe that there are 4 separate entities, in the city of Flint. That would be the administration, the council, the clerk, and the ombudsperson. I do not work or answer to anyone. What I do answer to are the rules, Robert's rules, the charter, the code. No one knows how I feel about any of these rules because professionally, I don't make my opinion known because my opinion really doesn't matter. I have to follow them whether I agree with what they are or not. And that's what I've always done. So having said that, I just want to point out to the gentleman, as far as the 3110 and the disorderly persons ordinance, on the website, when you go to the code, there's a section that says Flint Overview. So the ordinances that have been adopted, the charter as well as codified, are listed separately. The codification is being updated, so it is on there. You just have to know where to look. So that is the right section. It's being worked on now. Hopefully that should be done within the next couple of months so that the charter, the code is updated so it can make it current. And also, the other thing, as far as the speaker slip, for the record, I want to let it be known that I did have a speaker slip, number 15. However, it was illegible. I couldn't read it at all. And if you will notice, what I've made a practice of doing lately is I'll always say, the last speaker is. We've asked you not to come up to us, but if someone had approached me and said, come up and point it out, you didn't call 15, we could have straightened it out. When they said it from the back, I was about to say, I do have one, but before I could say anything, everything just broke loose. So I would have rectified the situation because I could not read the writing, and the council is emphasizing that the slips be filled out in their entirety correctly, but I mean, it was impossible to read what was there. So I could have and would have gladly straightened everything out, but before I could even say anything, everything had happened. And I also want to say that I can't be responsible for how somebody reacts to that. Again, as soon as the person said it the first time, I was about to say something, but then we had about 10 people yelling it out at the same time. And then they were called to order and everything else. So for the record, I just want that to be known as well. Thank you, Madam Chair, for allowing us to do that.
Absolutely.
The State Attorney.
Go ahead.
Thank you. To also reiterate what Clerk Donahue stated, the ordinance for 3110 is listed under new legislation, is number 4075. So you go under new legislation, scroll down to ordinance number 4075, and it lists 3110, which was renumbered during the emergency manager era. And that was revised on March 31st of 2016. Thank you.
All right, and thank you,
Yes,
so much,
right
City
there.
Attorney. And I just wanna
Lady in blue.
emphasize what the clerk basically just said is stop being disorderly. Okay, so if you are acting like a grown-up that follows the rules, you don't yell out from the back. We can address your concerns, but when you become disorderly, all bets are off and you will be brought to order. And so, now that that's established, we will go ahead and move on with the rest of the meeting.
She going to the bathroom, y'all see me go to the bathroom, LaShawn some bullshit. Okay, you see me, who was out here, which officer was out here? I need to come speak to that. I goes in the bathroom, anybody see me go in the bathroom? I'm on the phone with my husband. Somebody just said, tell him, I'm like, I'm working, I'm here. She what she's talking to, officer, okay.
All right. Go ahead,
She comes back and talking to me like we were. She wants to see me that I did that, she see me that. This is what just happened around the bathroom.
I didn't see you going back.
Yeah. That's all that happened.
I'm not saying it's, I'm just letting you know. So you have.
What's up, Mouth Off Mary? How you doing?
Whatever.
The greater.
And the green that you're trying to.
That's nothing, that's just somebody, a name that they wish. They go by.
Right, I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So I I'm at my husband's.
But that's.
Wow, wrestling for the third, that's funny.
So when I come out, see
You ain't got a duck, bro. You ain't got a duck, it ain't that important.
Agent, grandkids, and kids. So I ain't worried about all that. Also, I was out there recording.
That cat fight going out here for a second.
You know what I'm talking about? The market. Then long. Hey.
He might be 5 foot, I don't know.
I'm talking about them now.
Oh, they doing anyway.
You've been told them before.
I know, right?
This guy right here is a piece of shit. That guy right there is a piece of shit. Fucking jackass.
Run out of here, so.
10, they quit already, eh? So they adjourned the meeting room? Good, I'm gonna walk up the front.
Good to see you. Long time. Always, you bring back such wonderful memories.
Squeeze past you guys real quick. Squeeze. I like to walk right up to the front and record them when the meeting's over just to piss them off. Get close up a Lion Lydell there.
Hello, how are you, Dr. Lewis? Thanks for coming. Looking forward to seeing you next time.
Okay, Lion Lydell. She's a clout chaser. She's always making recordings and then telling lies when she posts the shit. She's ridiculous. She's one of the 3 dumpster tears. Her cunt ass and Juicy Judy over there. Here's a close-up of Contest. Look at this, guys. The copy they post in here wasn't signed by the attorney, and it's only got initials. It wasn't signed by anybody. Nobody wants to admit that's theirs. And these pieces of shit over here with the badges think they can enforce that. It says resolution. It does not say new rule or ordinance. Piece of shit cop. He is a piece of shit cop. Yeah, that Gary threw a big piece of shit. Mouthy little punk with a badge. You got this one wearing his hat backwards. That's kind of messed up. Either don't wear it or wear it right.
July 23rd.
So yeah, they're gonna be back in session until July 23rd because they're on break now. What's up, Brian?
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna close my poll up.
Where your boy at, man?
Jason? In Detroit?
In the city.
Back at the federal court building?
Oh, that's where they at?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna be hurting after that. What's that? She's still in the hospital. Don't do it. They fucked her up, man. They're gonna pay big time this time. Yeah, I mean, they're only gonna have to pay a little bit for arresting my ass, but for her,
Oh, yeah, you did.
it's gonna be big.
He was like,
Turned around and said, "Enjoy the lawsuit contest." Did you notice that little resolution they had posted there?
Which one?
The only thing on it, the one they have posted right here about the videography, the only thing on it is Contest's initials. The city attorney didn't even sign it.
That resolution bullshit anyway. That's why they need 5 votes so people get rid of it.
Right. I mean, that resolution is a violation of the First Amendment.
Listen, talk to him. I'm not be honest. I'll make sure he's see y'all in the month.
But yeah, people were saying something about the clerk, and I have had no issues with that clerk. I come in here. Yeah, I think she's cool as hell. I want because I'm live, I want people to know that she's cool as hell. Yeah.
Like she said, you know what I'm saying? She can only, she can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, Davina cool.
Right. Yeah, because I came in here to get that ordinance, and she, oh yeah, no problem. You know, she got it quick. You know, no issues whatsoever. Whereas on other cities and tried to
about to do all that, but
yeah.
But they get, you know what I'm saying? Like her hands be tied too. You know what I'm saying? When she, they can remove her with 6 votes. If they ever get 6 votes, they can remove her on her job. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Her hands be tied.
Since I'm live, I gotta walk across the street and look in the windows of the sheriff's department.
Beautiful day.
They held me over there for 8 hours when they arrested me.
That's how long?
Yeah.
Oh, you got lucky though. Cause they held what they held them for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you didn't, you know what I'm saying? You they didn't have to wrestle with you though.
Right, I didn't fight or argue. I'm like, yep, I'll take a free lawsuit. Idiots. I tried to warn them. I tried to tell them.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen. And that stupid city attorney, how the fuck you gonna tell me a monopod is a tripod? It's got 1 leg, not 3.
All that, whenever,
I mean, come on.
when it comes August, I think in a couple, probably late August, all that shit gonna be gone, man, because they gonna get rid of them rules.
Well, they're gonna have to. They're absolutely gonna have to.
Huh?
You can't really see my screen now. Hey, what's up? Easy to see. How you doing? Sorry, guys. It didn't get stupid tonight. So we got to wait a month for the next one.
It might call a special meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. All right, y'all, let's go across the street.
No, you was outside with me. I'm trying to figure out what Jared just got us.
Yeah, probably because they were running their damn mouths again as usual. Can pull up the live feed and see what they were saying. Yep. And look at that dark tint. Ugh. So now that I can talk. So yeah, it's Lion Lindell, Juicy Judy, and Candace that are the biggest problems in that council chamber. Dennis is doing great. He is fighting for the people. Tanya's doing great. She's fighting for the people. They weren't here today because, you know, these idiots called the special meeting hoping they could get some garbage passed in their absence. Oh, it's all dark in there. Not all dark in there. All right, guys, should I go in the sheriff's department? What's up, Fang? KP, what's up? Get in there. I said hello once already, Troy. What's up? PM Beef. Yeah, most people are glad they haven't been to Flint yet. This city's messed up. Not that there's not good people here, and there's some good stuff here, but as you can see, the city council as a whole is tyrannical, evil pieces of crap. Not all of the members, just the majority. And then the Flint City pigs are brutally tyrannical. And although I haven't personally had any problems with the sheriff's department, I hear they're pretty tyrannical too at times. Oh, excuse me. My bad. Let's see, it's probably locked down now. Oh no, it's open. It doesn't say I can't go in this hallway. Oh, but it's locked. Darn, it didn't used to be. Everybody's hiding behind that heavily tinted glass. Don't worry, I ain't trying to get you. Have a good day, ladies. Imagine that. None of the sheriffs wanted to come out and play. They want to hide behind all their tint. They don't want to play a game of who knows more about the law. These cars are running. Oh, looky there. What's that say? Ah, I can't get it to zoom in. There we go. Oh, come on, zoom in. Unit 2 was driving east on East Court Street in the right lane before the intersection with South Dort Highway. Unit 1 was driving east on East Court Street in the left lane before the intersection South Dort. One changed lane, striking Unit 2 on the front. What the hell? Driver's side door before Unit 2 could make a right turn onto South Dort. So 2 units collided. That's brilliant. The investigator is Nathan. Come on, now it went blurry again. There it is, Nathan Menard. Yeah. That report was written at 6:20 p.m. Yeah. Why does it keep going blurry on me? Keeps going blurry. Damn it, come on. Focus. Oh, serial number 102285. UD-10 serial number, whatever that means. Michigan crash reports. Number 102285. Interesting. Let's see what this one says. Oh, see, he shut his screen off. He's a smart one. Oh, I got a nice barbecue grill over there, too. How's it going?
How you doing?
Good, how about yourself? Ain't no signs anywhere saying I can't go up there. Ooh, it's a Weber. That Weber's seen better days, though. Alright. Now we'll check this one, because they're all running. All these vehicles are sitting here wasting fuel. There's another one pulling in. He waved. Another paramedic unit. That's one thing that's cool about these sheriffs. Some of the deputies are trained in advanced life support and to be law enforcement. Let's see if he's willing to answer questions. Pack of hot dogs. Go with a pack of hot dogs. That'd be kind of funny. How's it going?
What's up, sir? You doing all right?
I'm doing awesome.
Sweet.
So how long do you guys have to train to be dual purpose like that?
So it depends on the schedule and how the class works.
Right.
So the police academy's 4 to 6 months, depending on where we go.
Right.
And then in total, the training for paramedics about 2 years.
Oh wow, 2 years. Okay.
We do them individually. Some people we turn into medics, some people we turn into cops, some people we do both.
Right.
Just depends on what they show up with and what kind of work.
So basically 2.5 years if you want to do both.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then some people work on an ambulance before they come here, some don't. Some people work at other police agencies before they come here.
Awesome.
Real mixed bag. So
Well, I like the fact that you guys have paramedics too.
it's a fun job, man. It's the best of both worlds too, because we get to do the priority medicals. We don't have to run the interfacility transfers and stuff like that.
Right.
And then we can kind of pick and choose the police work we do too. So we don't have to run neighbor disputes and stuff like that.
Right.
We can go to the higher priority calls and back people up too. So.
Right, because you guys are more needed for the paramedic side than you are for the law enforcement side.
Yeah, so that's how we're funded too. So it's a property tax millage through Genesee County.
Okay.
And it's for the advanced life support services we provide. So when we do it, they get a bonus cop on the side when we're not being the paramedic. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the information.
All right.
Have a wonderful day.
Have a great night, you too.
Yep. See, that's pretty cool, guys, isn't it? And that was Deputy Clayton, right?
Sergeant Clayton.
Sergeant Clayton. All right, cool. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Oh, this one left the screen on. It says paramedic activity details. Oh, nothing that people shouldn't be able to see. Doesn't have anything identifying anybody. I mean, there's an address here, but it doesn't have any names, so that's good. Now we'll check this one. And that one's shut off too. Got to check his car. See if he remembered to shut his screen down. Oh, okay. It's just the message screen, so it's all good. Awesome. So like I said before, the deputies haven't treated me like crap. Even when they had me locked up in there for 8 hours because of my monopod, they still did not treat me disrespectfully. So I got to give them points for that. Oh, he's got the plate readers down on the bumper. On the push bumper. That's a weird place to put them. That's one of their ghost units. Yeah, Genesee Human Oppression Strike Team. mobile command post. I don't know if I can see anything in there or not. It's pretty dark. I don't see nothing. Do you guys? I don't see nothing in there. Oh wait, on the other screen I can see a plug, but I mean that's about it. I can see a stainless steel desktop, but nothing on it. Let's see what we can see through this window. It's a stack of chairs. There's a propane tank rolling around on the floor. But other than that, I don't see anything in there. Yeah, and he's both a paramedic and a sheriff's deputy. And here's the Sally port where they brought me in the back of their tiny little frickin' paddy wagon. Had a hell of a time squeezing into the thing and a hell of a time getting back out. Why is that a conflict of interest, Wolverine? I still haven't been able to be in contact with the sheriff himself. I tried to call a couple of different times to set up a chit chat with him, but he loves the fake news channel TV cameras, but he doesn't want to be in front of mine for some reason. We walk up here and dispose of my empty cigarette pack because I don't want to litter. Gee, I should sit here for a minute. Just for shits and giggles. Oh. See if we can catch them bringing any cars out of the Sally port. Fake it till you make it. Who beat the shit out of that pipe behind him? Oh, what pipe? I'm sure I'm way behind on the chat. Sorry. I had braised burgers today, so my tummy is a little bubbly. Dang, you should have come to the Flint City Council meeting. You could have walked by the front of the seating area and did drive-bys on the council members. You got people that have no respect for life with a badge and a gun. Then put in another setting where you're supposed to respect life and save life. Okay. I mean, hey, if that's what you believe, that's cool. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with you about it. I mean, it's not propaganda because a lot of the ambulances have EMTs but no paramedics. So the sheriff's paramedics have to come to administer the restricted drugs to patients. So depending on the call, the sheriff's paramedics will be dispatched along with an ambulance. Yes, corruption has drained Flint, and Mayor Neely is trying to drain it further. He was trying to add a $9 million more to the budget than what should have been there, and that had a fight in the between the council members because of that. His minions were trying to get it passed, and the others were saying, no, I don't think so. Oh, I agree. I mean, you can't trust any cops. Even if you know for a fact it's a good cop, you still can't trust them because they're allowed to lie. The Supreme Court says they can lie, no problem. It's all good. I'll tell you that paddy wagon they stuffed me into over at the Flint City Hall, it's one of those like the Dodge work vans that they have now. I can't remember the name of that type of van, but and they had a cage system built into it. They have 2 little tiny cells at the front and 2 larger cells at the back, but it's still super hard to squeeze into that damn thing unless you're only 5'4". Then it's all right. You know this door? Easy to see, the Sally Port door. I know it too. Hey, what's up, Frey Goblin? Kitty M. I Glow, what's up? I agree with you about Swanson. He's all about getting the frickin', the fake news, to put them on camera. But he don't want to talk to the citizens. I've heard it from a bunch of different citizens that have tried to have a conversation with him. He's not into it. He only wants to talk to the fake news where he gets to control the narrative. In other words, off camera, they discuss what's going to be said, what questions are going to be asked, and how he's going to answer them before they turn the camera on. It's all scripted. And then he'll sidestep any extra questions that come along. Oh, darn it, I should have stayed over on that side. One just left out lights and siren. Oh well. All right. I'm going to head back to the vehicle now. Ain't nothing else going on here. And we'll catch y'all on the flip side. I guess I should probably catch up on the chat first, shouldn't I? What's that, Donald Ferguson? Oh, I know they're wild in Plymouth. For sure. I did switch it to live, I think. Yeah, it's on live. Now I gotta find out where I was, because I just checked it again, damn it. Oh, let's see, where is it? Yeah, we gotta figure out where we're gonna meet up at there, WTTW. There it is. Guys, make it safe for not supposed to be in the world. Thank you. You're welcome, Donald. Another day in paradise. Castle Rock versus Gonzalez. Yeah. Oh, there's a chopper. That looks like a TV news chopper. Oh, no. It's an air ambulance. Yeah, Buick City has turned into a zombie land for sure. I 100% agree with that, Donald. So many of them think they have so much more power than they actually have. And then you got the stupid cops that agree with them. Yeah, I'm just at WTTW. I'm talking about where there are we going to meet. We got to figure out a spot to meet is all I'm saying. Stanley, Snow Monkey 318. How's it going? I try to be a good egg, but I let them have it when they really piss me off. There goes a Flint car racing to something. Maybe we'll go try and find out where he's going. Jeez, how far behind am I on this chat? Later, Tony. Where's bail bonds when you need them? Or bill bonds, okay. Yep, I'll see you guys tomorrow, Pam. Catch y'all on the next one. All right, I think I'm caught up now. Claudette with the peace sign there. Yes, they have a bolo on me. The state police has issued it like 7 times. And I know it for a fact because I saw the Hillsdale County Sheriff's Department holding the paper in their hand that had me and Spanky Pants' pictures on it, and a picture of my car, and then it had a couple of paragraphs of words. And he looked down at it, looked at us, yep, that's them. And that was the Hillsdale County Sheriff. Of course they wouldn't show it to us, but I did see it with my own eyes. What's up, deplorable garbage? Anyways, y'all, oh hi Heather. I'm gonna end this live stream and we'll talk to y'all later. See ya.